Tiger Woods returned to competition last week with a 30th place finish at the Fries.com Open. Woods started slow, but finished with 3 consecutive 68s. Do you think he should be encouraged or discouraged by his performance?
He should definitely be encouraged. I mean, this man has gone through a lot with the media, with the press, all negative. So for you to just take that aspect out of the game, for you to put your mind back in it, say to yourself, hey, I lost a lot of things, you know, family, money, and that's probably what hurt the most. But to lose all those and still come back and try to do a fantastic job, I mean, how can you discourage someone for trying? All we ask is that you try, you get the job done, and hey, you come out here, show everyone what you were meant to do. They say you have good talent, show them you are still the old Tiger Woods no matter what. They need to encourage them because a lot of people cannot make it through such situations.
I kind of disagree with you on that one, actually. I think what you see is what you get now with Tiger Woods. This isn't the same Tiger Woods that won 4 Masters, 3 U.S. Opens, or 4 PGA Championships. It's not the same guy that came back from 7 down with 7 holes to go in the 2000 Pebble Beach Classic to win. It's not the same guy right now. I think he's out of his prime.
I agree. You know what? I'm sorry, but Tiger Woods needs to get back to old Tiger Woods. Moving to baseball, the Yankees and the Phillies both lost in the division round playoffs. The Phillies had one of the most dominating pitching rotations in history, and the Yankees had the best offense during the regular season. Which loss was more surprising?
The Phillies. The Phillies easily. Because this rotation of Halladay, Hamels, Oswalt, Worley, and who am I forgetting here? Cliff Lee. This is one of the most incredible rotations that we have seen in baseball in years, and they all played well. Oswalt is kind of coming on the tail end of his career, but then Vance Worley, the youngest guy and the guy in the rotation who probably had the least amount of expectation, ends up getting 11 wins. And what wins the World Series these days is pitching. We've seen some of the best hitting teams in recent years make it to the playoffs and just go cold. So I'd say definitely the Phillies had the more disappointing
And
loss.
because going into it, the Phillies had the highest amount of wins in the MLB. And to go in and lose that game, I was shocked. Like you said, they had a great pitching rotation. I was really let down. 102 wins, and there's a loss.
And it's not so much that they lost, it's the pitchers that you named were the ones that lost. They combined for 45 wins in the regular season. Here they are. They lose in the playoffs. Those are the 3 pitchers that went out.
Right. Well, disappointing. Well, speaking of a guy who's got expectations on his shoulders, we've had a Tim Tebow sighting in Denver. Down 13 points at halftime, the Denver Broncos pulled starting quarterback Kyle Orton and put in their Heisman-winning backup. Tebow went on to be a Hail Mary pass away from winning the game. The Broncos have announced that after their bye week, Tebow will be the starter. Is this a good decision for the Broncos?
Yes, and I don't even see why this is really a debate. I mean, I honestly feel like Cal probably got a little too comfortable in his position, probably thought he would never be replaced, and turns out it's someone who can do the job better. So if that's the case, if you can do the job better, and if you can make your team win and get touchdowns, why not do what you have to do? I don't understand the debate here.
And this couldn't be a better time for Tebow to start because many may not know, but when he's starting against Miami Dolphins, they're actually bringing back the 2009 Florida Gators, which were the national championship team. So what better of a way to show his teammates that he's ready, he's starting in an NFL game. And I really think Tebow, it's his time to shine. He didn't shine this summer in preseason practices, but I think he's ready now.
If Tebow had started from the beginning of the season, I think the Broncos are 4-1 right now. He got thrown into a nearly improbable situation against a very good Chargers defense and almost led that team back to a victory. The 2-point conversion pass, which would have tied it up with about 3 minutes to go, was dropped. I don't know what it is about the guy, but he has some kind of will to win. Now it's time for the matchup wrap-up. Alabama at Ole Miss. The over-under 30-point win for the Tide in this game.
Well, I sure hope it's over, and I hope they smash Ole Miss.
Believe it or not, Alabama is going to win by less than 30 points because they're playing in Ole Miss. Ole Miss does well against top 10 opponents in Oxford.
To me, it's not even a debate. Alabama is going to do what they got to do like they always been doing all season, so Alabama.
Ole Miss keeps it close for a quarter or two. Alabama pulls away late. I'll take the under.
Wow. Oklahoma State at Texas. Does Texas go on and get the victory over and bounce back from its big loss against Oklahoma?
I'm going with Texas. Shot in the dark.
Yeah, shot in the dark. Wow. Oklahoma State, 70 points against Kansas. Are you kidding me? Cowboys winning.
I'm just going to go with Oklahoma here.
Oklahoma State wins in similar fashion that Oklahoma did this past weekend.
Michigan and Michigan State. Who wins the Paul Bunyan Trophy?
Well, Michigan's been playing out of their mind, so I'm going with Michigan.
Michigan State only has 10 points this year against an automatic qualifying team. Wolverines win.
Michigan shows me they want it, and they're going to do what they have to get it. They're playing consistent. So, hey, Michigan.
10 points against an AQ team, but that defense is stout. Give me Michigan State.
Jonathan's crazy.
Well, that's all the time we have on the Sports Zone. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and check out our YouTube page. Join us again next week on the Sports Zone.